It's a small, unobtrusive animal, almost invisible, that inhabits forests around the world, such as this one in the Auvergne region of France. He spends most of his time flying from one place to another through the trees. He is in fact quite nearsighted, but when he detects an interesting odor, he knows exactly where to go. This is the male Necrophorus vespiloidus. Let's just call him the burial beetle. An unfairly overlooked species, since the male is one of the few daddy magicians capable of transforming the carcass of a mouse into a nest. As soon as a small rodent breathes its last breath somewhere, the male burial beetle begins his transformation into future dad. For a tiny burial beetle, a mouse is an enormous stock of food. It's this opportunity that sets off reproduction. He checks that the mouse is in good condition and that the soil underneath can serve as a hiding place if necessary. The burial beetle is always first on the scene because its antennae are extremely sensitive. Other males hasten to join him. Ladybirds, their close coleopterian cousins, are not at all interested. Nor are the firebugs, who are busy copulating in tandem. Burial beetles are sometimes mistaken for them, yet the lifestyle of the burial beetle has nothing in common with the firebugs. At most, they may cross paths in the village square on market days. The act of reproduction begins with a crowd. Together, the males embalm the mouse carcass, a love note for the eagerly awaited female. Time is running out, as the mouse can attract many scavengers, such as flies and raptors. Still no female. So this group of ingenious males proceeds to bury the mouse. The burial takes place quickly so the carcass remains intact. Male beetles keep away any opportunistic fly who attempts to lay eggs on it. Finally, the mouse carcass, which is 300 times heavier, is under cover. A female arrives, drawn by a mix of erotic scents and dead mouse aroma. All the males copulate with her, but only the strongest remains. A few days later, the mouse is now a cabin housing about a dozen larvae. The male, who is not necessarily the biological father, takes turns with the mother feeding the babies. Otherwise, he stands guard and chases away any remaining rivals. The losers end up crawling away, their wings between their legs. The tactic of the burial beetle, transforming death into life, has paid off. This flying magician, protector of children not always his own. In the wide-open park of the Pêcheret Zoo in the Sarthe department of France, wolves can neither get lost or escape. Yet a wolf father can still put his paternal skills to the test here. Despite their reputation as an aggressive species, during intimate moments, wolf fathers can be an extremely gentle presence in educating the young. Only the dominant male is allowed to mate with the female. It's one of the rules of the pack. The small family community he is the leader of. Yet with power comes duty, that of constantly keeping guard over his pups. It's a big responsibility. Should the leader fail in his missions as father, he loses respect of others. However, if what he does is fair and in the interest of the group, then he wins their trust and submission. For example, it happens that a young wolf pup may disappear into the bushes, inaccessible to the adults, temporarily eluding the father's watch. His worry and stress are quickly palpable. His instinct compels him to make sure the group is always intact. He uses his sense of smell that is so highly developed he can smell further than he can see. The young pup has good reason to isolate himself. He is close to being weaned. At this age, his mother's milk doesn't sit well with him anymore. His father is capable of traveling kilometers over several days to find him. When eye contact is made, the stress is alleviated. Here, the getaway never lasts too long. Yet it is always taken seriously by a vigilant, determined father. Once again, the community is all in one piece. Father Wolf has shown solidarity towards pups, and in exchange, they offer him obedience. Here is a different image of the wolf community, albeit led by an authoritarian father, an iron paw wrapped in a velvet glove.